Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of New to Weeaboo. This is number 156 for October 1st, 2025, and I am Nemesis, and I'm joined by Alcatraz.
Hello.
Right, so a couple, I guess, anime things. So Watanabe, from the previous season that we talked about a little bit at the beginning, they confirmed 5 more episodes, actually.
Oh, wow.
Because, yeah, apparently there's rumors going around that they made 17 episodes.
That's a weird number for a season.
Yeah, weird 17 episodes. They got to the end of the season, 12, and they announced there's an additional 5 episodes coming out, which will be a more additional story stuff, which is particularly interesting considering how the season ended.
Oh, so they're like doing a 12-season episode and a 5-episode extra?
A 12-episode season and 5 episodes. Apparently, they're also going to cut them into a movie or something as well, but then they're going to release them. I'm not sure when, but they've already announced with the trailer that's coming soonish. So it probably won't be that long, considering if the rumor was they're working on 17 episodes, that means that there's already some work done on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of also finished that one Necro no Miko a little bit. And I have thoughts about that, so probably going to cover that soonish. Because it's one of those things. There's definitely things to talk about on that one, I think.
There are discussions to be had.
But beyond that, new anime season is coming, and there's a lot coming out this season. A lot of big things.
A lot of big things.
Like, the final season of My Hero Academia is coming out this season.
We're going to have to get back into that, aren't we?
We're going to be coming back to that sometime early next year.
Yeah.
And also, hey, the second season of the thing we're talking about today, Musume Cinderella Grey.
Season 2 is going to start.
Season 2 starting, actually, I think by the time you hear, I believe, pretty shortly after this comes out, the new season will have started. So yeah, we're kind of perfect timing, because we're wrapping up Musume stuff for now.
For now.
Because, of course, obviously, the season 2 of this, we're coming back to it. Particularly because, okay, you guys, before we get into the nitty-gritty of it, I think this is actually genuinely the best Musume anime thing, period.
Really?
Yeah. I
don't know if I would say it's the best, but it's definitely right there with the rest of them.
And I've also looked, apparently I'm not alone. I've seen so many people say this is the best Musume thing.
It
to the point
is
some people are saying,
really
suggesting
good.
actually skipping to this one, just watching this.
Because of where it is and like
The nature of this.
Yeah, the nature of it and chronologically with the events, it's a sort of a prequel to the others in a way. It happens chronologically before the main series does, even though it has no bearing on them because it's different characters.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Cinderella Grey started, this is one of the few, because all the other stuff pretty much has been anime first, and some of it did get manga adaptations. This is the first one they got was a manga first, then gets an anime adaptation. Because there's a Cinderella Grey manga, which is, I believe, still ongoing. Yeah, it's still ongoing as of this point, so, which even it's itself got some more spin-offs, like one of the characters in this gets their own little focus spin-off, the first rival.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get into it a little bit. Yeah, so Cinderella Grey is about Oguri Cap, who has appeared previously in previous Musume stuff, mostly pretty much in the background as kind of a joke character. Who, the whole thing is she eats a lot, and by a lot, like literal towers of food.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the other Musume who kind of tend to eat a bit are kind of flabbergasted by how much she eats.
Yep.
It's about her and her rise and everything, including her starts, which is. This is one of the big things, which is like, this is a big departure from a lot of the other Musume stuff, which is the first half of the season doesn't even take place at Tracing Academy. It's at a completely different school. Like, in that school that's basically training horse girls for regional races, not the national Twinkle series.
Yeah, the lower level.
The minor leagues.
The minor league. The peasants.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting because one of the things very, very, like the first episode, there's a whole thing where they have a classroom and there's a teacher. One of them asks about the national. Oh, you mean the Twinkle series? And he talks about that a little bit. But you don't have to worry about that. Oh,
oof!
But none of you have to worry about that.
The fact that you're here means you ain't making it, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, if you're not going to Tracing, you're not in the Twinkle series. Pretty much.
Yeah.
This is regional stuff. This is because of the kind of lower gear, smaller like stands, so because there's less crowds and so on and so forth. It's not as glamorous. There's still like a degree of it, but it's not as glamorous. But then, guys, one of the things is we first actually kind of meet up with a trainer named Joe Kitahara, and he's kind of talking to another trainer, and then a new Musume blasts by him, right?
Yeah.
And then eventually, he meets her and discovers it's Oguri Cap, who she is really fast.
Yeah.
But also, she's, I guess to put it politely, a little naive.
A little naive. Yeah, that is putting it lightly.
Of course, one thing, she also shows up in class, covered in a dirty tracksuit.
Yep.
Because she was training instead of, and seems to like never wash it because, like, there's a whole thing of it. It's pretty clear she kind of grew up poor. And there's other thing, which is, we find out about Oguri there. When she was younger, she could barely walk. Like, her legs didn't work right, and her mom had to basically massage her legs daily. Now she's all running, and running fast. And apparently, she's like, there's a thing, there was like, the trainer notices that she's really limber.
Her knees are like super flexible.
Yeah, like not just her knees, everything. Which gives her a particular running style, which she can basically dip down really low compared to everyone else, which gives her kind of a smaller, less wind resistance, which means she can go even faster. So it's a good advantage she has, because no one else can run like she can, essentially.
Yep.
Literally, no one can do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's basically, one of the things, like, she's kind of being bullied a bit, and she doesn't even really notice.
Because she's so naive, she doesn't
like,
even understand bullying.
She kind of understands there's like a fight going on. She tries to break up the fight, and everyone's just confused. She confuses the bullies into just kind of giving up.
Yeah, and then later when she gets assigned to a room, there's 3 horse girls that are kind of they're
the bullies.
Mean.
They're the bullies.
They're the bullies. They're
the
mean.
mean girls.
And they like, oh, here's the room assignments, and they give her the storage closet.
Yeah, because one of them was like, I have a whole bunch of stuff. I'm sorry, but there's no room for you right now, so you're gonna have to sleep in the storage closet. And
she's like, yay, that's great. I get a room to myself.
She's like, okay, and then she goes to the store. Wow, this is amazing.
And I get my whole room to myself. Yeah, it's like it was supposed to be teasing and mean, and she ended up loving it.
Yeah. And one of the things is, like, there's another horse girl who apparently, like, everyone's like, oh, yeah, all the trainers are super laser focused on, because she's like this amazing, she's never lost a race in Fujimasa March.
Yep, March.
And she clearly is amazing. She does really good in her little trial race thing.
Yep.
Where they're doing basically to get scouted. And then Oguri Cap's race is next. And, of course, one of the girls, Minnie the lady, unties her shoe right before she gets to the starting gate, and she notices, and of course, gate opens, everyone runs off without her, and and then she's sitting there tying her shoe. Everyone's freaking out. What is she doing? They goes, yeah, Berno, like, or Belno.
Beruno.
Depending on who you ask.
Depending on how you ask. It's spelled with an L on all official stuff.
Yeah, it's depending on who you ask. It's one of those fun things.
Yep.
Beruno.
They had the L, but they don't have an L, so how do you do this?
Well, they kind of do, depending on how.
Yeah.
That Ryu.
Well, yeah, but yeah, it's a weird one.
That's the fun one. So anyway, which way? So they're freaking out because she's just tying her shoe, and then okay, time to run. Boom! And they're like, haha, we're gonna win. So I'm gonna win for sure. Then she just
like
past
they were
them.
standing still.
It's like, what happened?
Even March noticed that one.
Yeah, so
almost got the same time with March, even with just standing at the starting gate for as long as she did.
Yeah, it was like literally like a half second or something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. Her actual speed was way faster.
But anyway, Joe there sees that, and he recognizes that's the girl who blew past me, and goes, I want to scout you. And of course, Corey doesn't quite get the concept until basically this means you get to race. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that's what I want to do. Yeah.
I want to do that. And then, Guri just kind of makes a name for herself by just, dominating.
Yeah, just complete.
Including also, basically destroying her shoes in the process because she's just got too much power.
Yeah, burning through them. And everyone's looking at her footprints going, holy crap.
That's not a footprint of Uma. That's a footprint of a beast.
And hence the name she ends up getting. Is the Beast.
And then, eventually her at Fujimasa March wind up competing against each other, and she just, wrecks her.
Just wrecks her.
March
but
is
it wasn't
not happy.
until they had some very good conversation.
Yeah.
Fujimasa March
What are you running
talked
for?
to Cap later
Why
on
are you
and
running?
got her like, you need to have a reason.
'Cause, yeah,
What are
'cause
you doing this
one of the things
for?
that Great Cap was like, I just like to run.
Yeah.
And
she had
there's
no
a
goal.
kind of a deep thing behind it because that sounds kind of shallow.
It does sound
But
shallow
then
until
the
you
deep
realize.
reason is like, because she couldn't run. The fact she can run is a big deal to her.
Yep.
So she likes to run.
So she likes to run because she is
But then
lucky
she
to
starts
be able
also
to.
developing goals because she kind of is someone who's like, "What's your goal? You're running. So what's your goal now?"
What are you running for?
Yeah.
And they end up setting goals. But then
And another thing, but there's Belno Light there winds up being kind of her best friend, I guess, and she also apparently is the daughter of some people who own this massive sporting goods chain.
Yep.
So she's really knowledgeable about this stuff, and she's the one who helps get Aguri her new shoes and everything. And yeah, so there's a whole thing where also Joe had a, I guess, mentor, Musaka or
Rope.
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 It's Musaka.
Osaka. No,
Musaka.
Rope.
And he warns him, don't let her compete in this race.
Yep.
And you see, he's like, we're going to the Tokai Derby. Why would I? That's the natural step. You go from here to there. We want to go because his husband, I want to win this. This has been my dream to win this derby. And she's like, okay, we're gonna go to that derby. And he's like, don't take her to that. If you want to go to the Tokai Derby, don't take her to that race. And it's confusing. It's like, because of course we have to be vague about it.
Yep.
Why is it? Because turns out one of the attendees is Simbali Rudolph.
The Prez.
The student council president, Trayson. And she's there to scout. And she sees Oguri Cap and goes, I want her in the Twinkle series.
Yep. And thus
Which means-
becomes the first big conflict.
Which means, then the trainers told this, and he meets with her, and basically, if she goes to nationals, that's Trace and everything, she's not competing in the Tokai Derby.
Yep. She can't compete in the Derby.
And so he's conflicted because he knows it's best for her to go to this national. This is a big deal. Going from regionals to nationals just doesn't happen.
And the other one is Joe isn't licensed to teach at national levels, so if she goes, he can't go with her.
Yeah, exactly. And he knows what's best for her is to let her go, but also he really, really wants this, and he knows this is his only shot for at least this year to take a Uma Musume to the Tokai Derby.
Yep. And then there's the whole thing, even Oguri Cap wants to go because they have a promise with March to race in the Derby, and
yeah, that's the whole thing too.
There's multiple conflicts going on simultaneously.
So he basically tells her is that basically if you win this race, you will go to national, go to the Twinkle series and everything, and because she doesn't want to lose,
right?
So it's kind of a weird thing, and then eventually she and they said notice she's running and she's not really putting her heart into it.
Yeah.
And eventually he realized what he has to do. He's like, he tells her, just cheers her on, and she hears and she wins.
Just go, just win, just do it.
Yeah, and of course then March gets really upset with her, and because you promised.
Yeah.
And then then the back half of the season takes place at Trayson like usual, and with her and now small country girl now in a big city Tokyo and.
Yep. And it kind of, that's the split between the two major arcs in this story.
Yeah.
Because this first one is her.
It's weird. The second arc doesn't start till actually like episode 10.
Yeah, there's kind of a mid-between because it kind of sets up the next character.
Her initial like, okay, she's in nationals now.
Yeah, it set her up with the nationals and also disentangling her previous rival and setting up the next rival.
And then the other thing, also Belno Light winds up going with her because so to find out, Belno's not particularly good at racing.
She's not a good runner.
She's really good at the whole kind of like the science and track and whatnot. So she winds up going to Trayson to basically go into the thing, which
for the science department. Yeah,
that's the thing about this anime. It actually reveals a whole lot of more of the world that we haven't really seen yet about this, which is including. There's this whole regional thing, this whole thing that we've never really talked about before.
Yeah.
And then there's also, Trayson's not just for racing.
Yeah, it's kind of, if you want to make a reference to another recent series we were watching, My Hero Academia doesn't have classes for just the big heroes. They also have the support classes and whatnot, too.
Yep.
So I guess she's in what would be the equivalent of the support class. She's not a racer, but she does all the science and back end and support.
Funny enough, it's like, because they always like that tag, like all of them are born to run. It's like, apparently not.
Well, they're running, just not as fast.
It's just so funny. It's just like, It's just so funny. They always
But
set
yeah.
it up like they all want to run and compete and win. And it's like, apparently not, because there's a whole like track of like classes that don't do that.
Who knows? It probably still run. It's just not as fast.
I don't know. It's just funny.
Just, yeah, different levels.
Yeah, so that's the thing is like she shows up and again she's country girl in the big city and there's of course they call got these big names like Sirius Symboli and
Serious Symboli.
and whatnot. They're just like they're like all several of them are just kind of getting their like what was it Dicta Striker. They're just kind of like, oh, look at you, ooh, you think you're a big shot, you're gonna get torn down real quick.
Yeah.
And then she
Doesn't.
wins and wins and wins
and keeps winning.
6 races in a row undefeated in G Series.
Yep. There is one big issue though that happens right when she joins.
She misses the deadline to join the Classic Series.
Yep, which means
no Derby.
Which means she left the regional before she could do the regional big derby, and then missed registration for the big national derby.
Day.
Yeah. And there was a whole thing on trying to get the rules changed.
There's a reporter, basically this whole petition, get Oguri Kappa in the Derby. She deserves to be there.
Yep.
And what they did, that was so cool what they did. This was the 9th episode, called the Japanese Derby.
Yeah.
And it was so cool what they did, because it looks like, did they succeed?
Yeah, that whole thing.
This whole thing is like, it's all from like Rudolph's perspective. It's basically her going to the commissioner or whatever, the URA, basically pleading the case for let Oguri Cap into the Derby.
Yeah.
And we kind of do our answer is, and then we go, oh, here's the Derby, and there's Oguri Cap, and but there's little signs though, like why is she just in her regular racing outfit, not the the fancy one that everyone else has? Like, maybe it's just because it's so last seconds. It's that's an easy thing.
Maybe
so last second that she doesn't have one yet. And then, so you were seeing the race, and we're just watching this race and everything, and you have some from Rudolph's perspective, and even having her a little bit of flashback to her racing the Derby.
Yep. Yeah.
And then and whatnot, and then all of a sudden we get the reality, which is we were technically watching 2 races at once.
Yep.
Because there was the Derby and the race that Oguri Cap raced in, which is a G2 race. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah,
I can't remember. It's a G2. No one cares.
Yeah. So it's
people only care about the 3 G1s.
She just basically kind of pushed both of them together because she got told, no, we cannot change the rules for one Uma Musume.
However,
we will change the rules, and we are going to use this to push to change the rules in the future.
Exactly. Yeah, that was like, we couldn't fix it this time, but because of what's going on, things are now shifting. So
yeah, it's basically it's almost an implication that if Oguri Cap ran the way she did, because it's one of those weird things that ran multiple races on the same track and everything, and apparently it's one of the things where these 2 races are the same length. If Oguri Cap raced the same way she did, in that race that she did could have done theoretically done in the Derby, she would have won handily.
Yeah.
But, well, she didn't get that chance.
Yep. She won her race by, what was that, 5 or 7 lengths?
7 lengths.
7 lengths on
insane.
that G2 race, which is just like...
Well, yeah. Because, they made to trick you out, because you even see, Bono and Musaka there cheering her on. So it makes you think she's in the Derby, but it's like, something's off, because you see, again, she doesn't have her fancy outfit.
Yeah.
Which she doesn't get till a couple episodes later.
Yep, when she finally does make it to G1. Not the classics, but the other G1s.
To a G1 finally, and that's the thing. Is like, but then we get to Tamamo Cross.
Yep.
Tamamo Cross, who's on a streak as well.
Yep.
She's on a big, winning streak, and she's going to participate in the Tenno Show autumn version, because there's 2 Tenno shows a year.
Yep. There's a fall and a spring.
The spring and fall one. Yeah. She won the spring one, and then no one's ever won both in the same year.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a big deal. She's won, and she's going to be here, and so is Cinderella Gray. so Great Cap, the Cinderella, right? Maybe. That's one of those things. As I said, someone noticed that Cinderella Gray might not be referring to Oguri particularly.
So the Gray is actually an interesting one. There's a running thing that they talk about multiple times throughout the series.
Common wisdom.
Yeah, common wisdom that ashen-haired Uma Musumes cannot race.
Or at least not race well.
They can't race well. They don't win.
And here comes Captain Cross.
Well, Tamamo was first.
Yeah.
Tamamo is an ashen-haired Uma Musume, and she's on this streak. And then also Oguri Cap comes along.
Well, it's not really there first, because they talked about Cross initially. Now, Tamamo actually initially kind of had an beginning, because this is kind of, she's all right, but she's not winning.
By the time Cap showed up, she was already starting to do
Well, the
really
other thing
well.
is, it seems like they're basically, compared to timing, but from what I
Yeah.
know, they're pretty much at the same time, both making big marks, just in different races.
Yeah. Tamamo was pretty quickly international. Oguri took a little bit to get up there.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Tamamo actually visited the regional race and went, "Wow."
Yep, because that wasn't even before the whole thing where Oguri gets
And then it was
scouted for nationals. Tamamo watched it.
Takarazuka Kinen, I believe. She saw Oguri was watching it, and Tamamo was in it, and she saw Tamamo and she's different.
She's different.
Yeah, that was the thing was yeah. So eventually, that's their meeting in the Tenno show to race. And it's the thing is like they're both at this point on a winning streak, and it's one of them's only one can make it.
Yeah,
or theoretically, those one thing theoretically both could lose it.
They both could lose.
Well, because I remember that one bit with Akita-san Black and Duramente. It's like, who are you?
Yeah,
how are you? Where are you winning? But
the secret third option.
Yeah, secret third option. Yeah, and that's the thing that this race was like they tell you to take 2 episodes to do this whole race. Race.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. I remember there's the group, at this point, Oguri Cap's kind of made friends at Tracen, and they're watching the Keenan.
Oh, and the bullies from regional all of a sudden became fans of her once they realized how good she is.
The former roommate, Norn Ace.
Norn, Rudy,
has a crush on her.
And Minnie the Lady, yeah. Norn Ace, Minnie the Lady, and Rudy.
Yeah. Practically has a crush on her.
Norn was interesting because Norn did kind of start develop. She was the meanest at first. Oh, well, Minnie was pretty bad. Minnie did all the pranks on her, but Norn was more of the emotional, cruel one.
Yeah.
Until I realized, and then back before national when she won that race and you have to dance, and she did the super traditional, and it was what confused. The heck? So Norn
we forgot to teach her how to dance.
Yeah. Basically a parallel to season 1 with
we were so focused on the race when we forgot to teach her about that whole the concert.
The whole concert thing. Yeah, but Norn at that point kind of took her under her wing to teach her how to dance because she does a dance class.
I don't know. Oguri danced her way into her heart.
Yep.
Which also, that's another thing right there. It's interesting because again, they're showing that all the performances we've seen so far, these big bombastic performance, massive stage light shows and everything. This is just a wooden stage with a couple speakers.
Yep, a little PA system and
that's it. Real basic because it's regional.
It's regional, yeah.
The budget's not there. You don't have that kind of budget for that, something like that.
Yeah.
But regardless, they meet. So the two of them meet in the Tenno show, and then Tamamo does something unusual because Tamamo was known as an end closer, and then suddenly she's pace chasing.
Yeah.
And everyone's confused by
what are you doing?
Her trainer's freaking out.
Just absolutely losing it.
That is not what we were agreed to do.
Yeah, because apparently Tamamo, her first few races, she was caught in the pack. She wasn't end closing. She was trying to pace chase or late. Or, what is the
There's front runner, pace chaser, late surger, and end closer.
Yeah, because I think she was trying to late surge at first and got stuck in the pack, and it scared her.
Which is a very
Yeah, and it kind of scarred her for a little bit, so she became an end closer. Yeah,
she's kind of small.
But now suddenly she bursts out and starts pace chasing. It's what the heck?
She doesn't want her running style to be dictated by her fear.
Exactly, and it's no, this is my real style.
Yeah, and so she's running, and everyone's shocked as what is she doing?
This isn't
normal.
Throwing? This isn't her thing.
Is she just stupid?
No,
because the front runner was she's I got this, and then she kind of burned out on the hill because the steep hill right before the finish line, and then here comes Oguri. So it's the two of them kind of in the front, getting in the.
And then that's when the episode ends.
Yeah, and then the next episode, Tamamo's just she's gassed. She's just got nothing left to give, and here's Oguri just gaining on her, and it's oh god, she's gonna lose it, and then the thing happens.
A thing happens.
The zone.
Limit breaker.
The zone, which Rudolph was talking about it. Rudolph and Marozensky were talking about this. It's the zone, which basically this kind of I talked about it briefly because it's one of the things kind of featured in the movie a bit, but they didn't name it.
Yeah,
but it's this basically this mystical thing that happens with Umamusume kind of just go past their own limits.
Yep,
and just kind of get the zone, and basically the best Umamusume from our generation do this. like Rudolph did it, Marozensky did it, and well, they basically like both of them are absolutely capable of getting that.
Yep, and then Tamamo hits it.
Tamamo hits it and wins.
Yep.
So he suddenly gets that second win as he starts pulling away from Oguri, and Oguri's just shocked because what? Can't catch up. Can't just get second place.
Was it 1 1/4 or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah,
it wasn't like 7 lengths, but it's not wasn't neck and neck by any means.
Yeah, so that's the thing is that season ends with Oguri losing.
Yep.
Which is bold.
But
then again, these stories are dictated by the real life results of the horse races.
Yep.
So and the Nintendo show there where Oguri Cap and Tamamo Cross met, Tamamo Cross won. So she wins here. And that's kind of the end where it's like, and then Oguri just kind of basically throws herself right back into training because I got to be stronger for next time.
Yeah, which is one of those like, oh, you lost a big race. Are you going to be depressed about it? And you're like, nope.
Just got to go harder.
And the other cool thing is, Tamamo and Oguri, Tamamo came over and shook hands, and there wasn't like a antagonistic thing there. Yeah. It was like, yep, you proved it. You and I are now actual rivals.
Although
you can
what
challenge
I liked about
me.
that, she went over to shake her hand. She even flinched a little because Oguri is still scary.
Yeah, because it wasn't the I'm mad or I'm sad or it's the I see. I have a rival. I'm gonna beat you next time.
I just find it funny that even though she beat her, she's still a little scared of her.
I mean,
it's like
yeah.
Because also the other thing about that race, that Nintendo show was one thing I liked was like whenever we saw anyone else's perspective in the race, Oguri Cap was just represented by this black cloud of death.
Yeah, and her just super, and they're doing the super classic thing in Japan animation with the blue flame. Mm-hmm. Tamamo was getting that too, either blue flame or blue lightning coming out of the eye. Yeah, when she goes beast mode, it's just this, oh no.
It's just like
everyone, when she hits that, when she makes that step to make her move, everyone just shudders. Yeah. There's just this
everyone's a little
aura.
Scared. Everyone's just a little scared of Oguri.
The beast is coming.
And that's the funny thing is Oguri Cap is essentially, she is so nice and gentle, just so nice and gentle, and then no one knows that because on the track she's so scary.
Yeah,
it's just such a contrast, and I love that.
Yep.
They took this character who was largely if you're only really looking the anime, she was largely a joke character, and now they're like, oh my god, she's like so well written. She's like one of the best characters we've seen in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just this whole thing is like they pull these faces, like these super serious, like super detailed faces, and then they should have their kind of little faces, just kind of two beady eyes and no mouth, just kind of her confused or whatever.
Yeah,
just go from that to that, and it's like, oh, these are the same character.
If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't give me at my best.
Yeah, that's just how how it ends, but with a bit of a teaser because I remember at the very end, there's like, oh, in Los Angeles. By the way, in Los Angeles.
Knock, knock. It's the Americans.
It's the U.S.
It's the U.S.
It's the United States. Open the country.
Open your country.
Open the country. Stop having it be closed. Yeah, they don't even get her name yet, but it's like, uh-oh. Apparently she's going to be a big deal. Although there's another thing I found interesting, which is the friend group at Trayson. I think they dropped it in Super Creek. She gets a look when she sees what happens in the race. As well when she's watching it on TV. There's a look there. It's like, because I also know things about the Super Creek in this story.
Interesting.
I'm going to say it's going to be a very interesting time because I believe there'll probably be a major factor in season 2, which is going to be very interesting if I'm right about that. I don't want to spoil it too much, but yeah, she's definitely going to be a big part of it. I also like those bits where it's like, Oguri's just hugging Belno, and Bell doesn't really understand that she's really strong. Doesn't understand this. Belno's dying.
Belno is being crushed. Yep. Yeah.
Another thing was it was also a cool thing was Oguri going to Trace and also inspired Joe to go in and try to apply for a national training license.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I will say also, considering this, this TV budget still really, it's probably not including the movie, probably some of the best looking animation of the Musume so far.
It was really well done.
It kind of gets pretty close to the movie considering everything.
YouTube needs to fix their subtitles, but no, that's different.
The other thing is they reused some of the music from the previous, but I think most of it is brand new for this one. So there is the music was really good. The OP and ED are great songs as well. And yeah, it's just really good. They're just really good at silent. This is like they've really come a long way, because you watch season 1 and the zone in season 1 of Pretty Derby versus this is like, oh, it's night and day.
Yeah.
They've gotten so much better at this, just establishing this whole basically the anime power up thing, making it look cool. It's just so cool too, because like it's we get also that little bit where March calls Oguri. That was interesting because she hears this March and just perks him up immediately. March, like that's a very straight reaction to that.
Or later on when Joe shows up,
runs over, boom, dirt everywhere. Sorry, but like there's when March called, and March and like, okay, I went to the Takai Derby. Oh, you won, right? I got fourth.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
Ouch. Awkward.
Going from like I am the best and I'm gonna be the top, and then realizing the first one was when Oguri just crushed.
Yeah.
Oh, there might be higher.
Yeah, the other thing, I remember that March was like the only one who picked up that Oguri was like the biggest threat in her entire lineup.
Yep, she noticed right off that first race.
She saw her and went, "Oh, I have an actual competition."
Yeah.
It's like she's like besides Joe, she was like the only one who really picked up on that. Everyone else just kind of like, yeah, whatever. March has got this. March is the clear favorite.
Yep.
March is the best. I just really like this one. I'm so like, wow. I kept for months. I've been hearing people, for the last few months, I've been hearing people, oh my God, Cinderella Grey is so good. And it's like, you know what? They're absolutely right. It is so good.
It is really good. It really is.
And yeah, I just taking this joke character and making her like making me okay, I really like her to the point of, like, I saw that a couple days ago. I was like, oh look, a Guri cat plushie.
Oh man, there was I don't know, Ami just did a thing. There's a live thing, and there's this prototype after prototype after prototype of Uma Musume figures just showed up. So yeah, take your pick.
Yeah.
Bunch of merch coming out soon for Uma Musume.
Constantly. They also just even updated the game again because like, oh, they basically the worldwide version on an accelerated schedule, and they're like, you know what, giving you currency at the rate that the JP guys get is not going to work because we're going so fast. Okay, we're going to crank everything up now. Also, here's some extra carrots just because. Yeah, sorry, we didn't realize just how bad it would be, that it would be difficult for you guys to actually buy anything, do anything. So, like, here's some extra. Go wild. Okay, cool. Oh, funny enough, actually, today, before we recorded, I actually did my daily run. I decided, you know what? I'm going to do a career mode with Oguri today. And I got to the Tenno show, the same one with Tamamo Cross, and I beat her. I changed history.
You changed it, revisionist history.
Although, before I've actually, because the game doesn't really acknowledge the whole she started in regionals, because that would be too much of a change.
Yeah. So
it's like, yeah, it's just basically alternate universe is just kind of tracing the whole time, I guess. And you can enter in the Triple Crown series and everything if you want.
But she didn't register for the
but this one you
classics.
can. So you can completely change history because it lets you do what ifs, because that's one of the other things. For example, Mara Zensky, who's talking to Rudolph a lot, her thing, they talked about this, which was she wasn't allowed to enter the classic series either. And that's actually that's a real life thing. Mara Zensky was not allowed to enter the classic series, and it's kind of the classic what could have been story, because Mara Zensky entered 12 races, it won all 12 of them, but was not allowed ever in a G1 race.
Yeah,
because of weird technicality or something. And Oguri, so she kind of understood Oguri's plight of not allowed in this race because technicality.
Yeah,
which sucks.
It does. It really does.
So she understood that. It was also interesting too when I remember Rudolph, talking to the trainer, it's like telling him how that was kind of messed up to force Oguri into the situation of about going to Tracing or not, because like you just can't help. Of course, she was. It's like you're kind of overlooking his emotions on this one too,
right?
And hers. You basically already decide that no, Oguri needs to be in nationals, and not without taking anyone else's
Yeah.
perspective into account there, Symboli.
Yeah, which she also apologized for a little bit.
I was a little harsh on you.
That was a bit forceful. It's like,
I was a bit harsh on you, sorry.
Yeah.
And that kind of, to me, it kind of sucks at this point, because Rudolph, I think Symboli Rudolph's story could have been a great anime in of itself. But at this point, between all the series we've done, we've gotten so much of her story already. It's kind of like
it would just be rehashing what we've already seen.
Because we know her story. She won the Triple Crown, and she won 7 at the time, which was amazing. 7 G1 races, which she was the first, I believe, racing horse in Japan to do that, or in the original.
Yeah,
but like. And that was kind of a big deal. I mean, since then, I believe there's now a Japanese racing horse that's won 12 or something like that, G1 races. But still, the Triple Crown thing is still a big deal because it doesn't happen that often. But she's a legend, and there's a reason for that. But we could have seen that legend, and if they did it early, they could have gotten away with it. But now it's like because of all that we know everything. And granted, though, we're seeing that it looks like Symboli Rudolph, at least already so far, has been kind of more important in this one than a lot of the other stuff. And a lot of the other stuff, she appears, but she's like just kind of there. Again, support, very much a very vague supporting character. Like, yeah, like Tokai Teo really looks up to her and everything, but like she's not really doing much in anything else. But here, she actually seems to be an active part of the story.
Yep.
Which was nice to see because I feel like there's a character who could have deserves better.
Yeah.
So yeah. I just really like this. I'm just trying to think of what else to say.
I think we got pretty much most of everything.
Because there's something, I swear there was something else I'm going to kick myself later because I'll go, I knew I should have brought that up.
Yeah, that happens all the time, though.
Then Guri Cat getting her outfit and debuting at the little press conference before the Tenno show, trying to get her new outfit.
Yep, and she did the sailor outfit. There was also the thing back.
Oh, the hair thing.
The hair thing. She pulled that out and put it on.
And they're like, and the commentator's like, "What is this?" And then she just holds it up, and they're like, "Okay." And then she just puts it on, like, and they're like, "All right, she put on a hair thing."
Yep.
Or when she was told about the taking off the tracksuit when debuting,
yeah,
and she just throws it on the ground. And everyone's like, okay, because people tried to make it fancy. The other moves are trying to make it fancy. She just throws it on the ground.
Yeah.
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 I love Oguri Cat.
Yeah.
She goes from she's kind of funny joke character. I love her so much. One of my favorite. She's now become one of my favorite characters in this franchise.
Yeah, Oguri definitely jumped up on the ranks. So did Tamamo.
Yeah, Tamamo
jumped, at least for me. Tamamo jumped up. I like.
It's interesting because in the game they're roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
But they were roommates and rivals, and that's the thing. In the game, you can actually the Tenno Show Autumn is a required goal, but there's a secret goal if you go to the Tenno Show Spring and win there too.
Roommates and rivals.
Yep. There's a lot of that. There's absolutely one of the popular ships. Although, interesting enough, Oguri and Symboli Rudolph has kind of become a popular ship thanks to Cinderella Grey. Apparently, mostly from the manga stuff. So, because they haven't interacted much here yet.
Yeah, they don't interact much.
But apparently, in the manga, they interact more. So that's interesting in of itself. But yeah, Oguri and Tamamo is a big one. Oguri and Belno is a big one. Oguri and March, I've seen.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Surprising. Oguri has a lot of rivals.
Norn.
Yeah,
the old
Norn a bit.
Old.
That's a bit. That's not common. It's mostly just Norn just fangirling over.
Yeah,
I don't see that often though. But yeah, Oguri and Tamamo is definitely one because there's a whole kind of a thing because it's kind of the classic Japanese comedy duo thing. Oguri Cap just kind of saying something kind of weird, and Tamamo being the straight man and kind of telling her to.
Oh yeah, that
kind of that weird backward hand slap thing against the arm. Like, hey,
you
see that a lot in the Japanese comedy. It's just the whole thing there. There's a very funny thing between the two of them in the game, to say the least. Yeah, it's just weird because a lot of the game has to kind of simplify or adjust things just to make it all kind of somewhat standardized, so you don't have to adjust too much between the characters. So yeah, it's kind of nice. It's kind of interesting. So you know some things. Yeah. Yeah, this once again, as pretty much most of the Musume stuff, Side Games Pictures did this, so hey, guess what? They did Musume stuff.
Really?
Yes.
Never would have guessed.
Yeah, I know. Oguri Cap is voiced by Tomoyo Takayanagi.
Yep.
Ooh.
We have seen this person before on multiple
Rocka's
times.
Lady's Modesty. Oh, Ruby in Oshinoko.
Mikan
Yeah.
and Machikata Masaku.
Yep. Mikan, yep.
Kosho from Sonobisque Doll.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, we have
Kimono
seen this.
Friends.
We have seen this
Yep.
character before.
Multiple times.
They're still pretty fresh on things. They started in 2017.
Yeah. Belno is Momoko Seto, who has not done much.
Who has not done much.
2 other roles, essentially. Oh, 3 other roles.
Yeah.
Fujimasa March. Maria Issei?
Maria Issei,
Maria.
who I believe we've
Oh,
seen
Reg,
before.
Made in Abyss. Reg.
Yep. Reg from Made in Abyss.
Himeno and Chainsaw Man.
Midori.
Stalking Anarchy.
Yep. And Midori and Evangelion 3.0. One of the side one of the main ones there.
Oh, Metallic Rouge. Oh, yeah. One of the characters in Metallic Rouge. Oh, and character from Dungeon Meshi.
Yep.
Wow.
Also Pipimi.
Pipimi. There's a Pipimi, of course.
We have seen this character.
Hey, Sailor Moon. One of the villains, except I think that's the new... Yeah, that's the newer Sailor Moon, not the original.
Yep.
Oh, what do you know? Oh, there's a JoJo. There's a Demon Slayer character. How far back does she go? Wow. 1988?
Yeah. They've been in the business a while.
Dang. Tamamo crosses Naomi Ozora.
Who we've also seen before.
Yeah. All right. Oh, there's Princess Connection. Oh, Don Da Don.
Don Da Don.
Which I need to get back to at some point. I got partway through.
Hana Uzaki.
Oh, God. Hana Uzaki.
Also is a Sataniel.
I remember that. I remember we talked about that. Oh, what's this? Oh, no, the discourse happened while we were looking.
Yeah, the discourse
Between
happened.
us recording and us releasing, the discourse
happened. Yep.
Oh, Jahi from that Jahi-sama.
And Sataniel from Gabriel Dropout.
Yeah, of course.
Some girls und Panzer.
Oh, Satania. You dork.
You dork.
Oh, Kimono Friends as well.
Gotta make sure the gun works first.
Yeah, Kimono Friends and... a One Piece character. All right. Joe. Katsuyuki Konishi.
We've probably seen. I just don't pay attention to the guys as often as I probably should.
Idolish
Hey, look,
7.
Fate.
Oh, hey, look, Necronomiko. He's one of the Elder Gods, the bird head dude.
Oh, yeah, that one. The
he's that
bird.
guy. What do you know?
What do you know? Witch Watch.
Bleach.
Yep.
Code Geass.
Code Geass.
Oh, the remake of Urusei Yatsura.
Tower of God.
Apparently he's Snorlax.
I think there was a few different Pokemon that I've seen.
He's
pop
definitely
up in here.
Snorlax. I know that one. I know that Pokemon. Oh, Gridman Universe. Oh, right. He's one of the Gridman guys. Okay.
Mashale. Yep,
One
there's
based-
some other
yeah,
ones.
The Gridman dude based on Grimlock. Oh, there's Demon Slayer again. Well, I just saw JoJo. Oh, yeah, there's a JoJo.
Gotta find the JoJos. We always have. There's all over the place. Macross Frontier, and World Trigger. Yeah. They've got quite
1996.
quite the reputation.
Several
in here.
roles in Conan. Detective Conan.
Also in Promare.
Rudolph. I remember to talk about Rudolph. So Rudolph, Azasa Tadokoro.
Rudolph.
Arknights.
Arknights.
Princess Connect. Hibike Euphonium.
Apparently they're in City the Animation, which we need to watch.
Yes, but yeah, Hibike Euphonium. Right there. Idolmaster again. Yeah. Monogatari. Oh, Dinah's on movie.
They're in that one, the VTuber that forgot to turn off her stream.
Yeah.
One. She's in that.
Oh, yep, I know who that is. Okay. Girl, there's a Goes on Panzer again.
Again.
Kanagawa Jet Girls.
Jeez.
Oh, and there's another Hibike Euphonium character. Tomoe.
Violet Evergarden.
Oh, there's a Pipimi. How far back? 2012.
That's a lot of staff roles.
All the way back to 2012. Yeah, a lot. I see that.
That's a lot of staff roles.
Yeah, mostly themes. Oh, yeah, just
Theme songs
performances.
stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Umayan. Huh.
Gee, I wonder why
I
the
wonder why.
Musume franchise keeps hiring voice actors who can sing.
Yeah.
Oh,
But also I see the other slime.
Mara Zensky's voiced by Lynn.
Lynn.
All right. Oh, Fate.
It's another Fate.
Oh, Bad Girl. I need to watch that too. This popped up this last season. Mara Zensky.
100 Girlfriends.
Oh, there's a JoJo as well.
Or
Oh, Star Wars Visions.
is there a third one of those coming out?
They announced the third one. Oh, Wonder Egg Priority. Oh, dear.
Yay.
Oh, Beyblade.
I say Beyblade.
Kuma Bear.
Oh, I've heard good things about that.
Yes, I have to. Sword Art Online. Oh, Kandagawa Jet Girls.
We should just watch SAO just to hurt ourselves.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, well, I've had to watch things I didn't want to.
Where did you go? 2013. Well, apparently else has performed the theme song for 100 Girlfriends.
Yeah, well, they played one of the characters.
Yeah.
Would make sense. Gate.
Yeah. Let's see. Is that much else I really want to
There's
get
a lot
into?
of characters, but
Musaka.
I think
I'm going to go
most of these.
Musaka. Just one last one, Musaka.
Rope.
Ochu Otsuka.
Rope.
Rope.
Golden
Kamui.
Kamui.
Yeah. Sakamoto Days.
Yeah.
Arc Knights.
Witch Watch. Again, hey, the narrator for City Animation. Lazarus, that one Cowboy Bebop thing.
Yeah, I heard it's actually pretty bad, though.
Aw.
Dungeon Meshi.
There's one. Wait, the
Kizumonogatari.
Lord of the Rings anime.
Kizumonogatari. Oh, Dark Gathering. I remember that. Black Clover.
Isekai Suicide Squad.
Bungo Stray Dogs. Odd Tech. Oh, he's Jofuku in Zombieland Saga.
Oh.
I am Saga. No, wait. Saga is me. Carol and Tuesday. Oh, there's a Pipimi.
A slime anime again.
Gintama.
Yeah.
One Piece.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, Nichijou. Minor role Nichijou. Oh, there's Naruto.
Naruto.
Oh, Pantene Stocking.
How far back do they have stuff?
Probably pretty far.
Probably. It keeps going and going.
I'm already in the
And
1983.
90s.
1983 was their first role.
Wow. They did the part of the original Ranma one
Oh.
half.
Oh, they're in Zeta Gundam. Oh, wow.
Ranger from Transformers Master Force. Ultra Magnus from Transformers Headmasters.
Oh,
and
Magnus.
Runway.
Ultra Magnus. Can't deal with that right now. Yeah. That's pretty much most of the main cast. I mean, there's a lot more we could get into, but
The
yeah.
cast is huge at this point.
Yeah, even the characters actually have a big deal going on.
But yeah, a lot of the other ones we probably talked about before. So from the previous seasons and series,
Some of them.
It's very good. I think my favorite characters are probably still going to be Teo
Oh, yeah, guys.
and whatnot. But like this is right on par, as good, if not better, in some cases. It's definitely kind of which one's best is going to be up to personal opinion and not like actual objective quality. They're just it's so good.
It really is very good, and I'm very glad that this time, hey, look, people weren't lying to me about it. It's so good. What is it though?
Is it though? Some people say like, oh, it's so good. It's really not. But this case, it's good.
It's really good. And now
It is good.
now I'm looking forward. I was like, I'm not going to wait to watch season 2. I'm going to watch it as it comes out. It's coming out shortly after this, so I'm going to be keeping up with it. And the nice thing about this one is also it's on YouTube for free. Well, apparently it's on. If you want better video quality, you can watch it on Amazon Prime. Just saying,
Yeah.
as I discovered.
Although, like, does it matter that much?
Not
But
really.
yeah.
It does matter a little bit, say, if you're trying to get a screenshot for.
Oh yeah, if you want really like 4K and whatnot with a little artifacting.
Actually, I'm not sure this is available in 4K. Most anime is not animated in 4K.
Yeah.
Except for movies. So, yeah, anyway, it's really good. If you're at all interested in Musume, you should watch it if you haven't already.
Yep.
It's great, and I am very much looking forward to season 2.
Same.
Yeah, that's it for this one. If you liked it, you can listen to other episodes, past and future, and all that stuff, at newtoweeaboo.libsyn.com. It's spelled Libsyn. You check us out there, and check out, subscribe to the RSS feed if you want, or you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Podcasts, or Amazon Music, or whatever the heck they're calling it. Search for us there, and you'll find us, and you can then listen to us in those services. You can also contact us via email if you want, newtoweeaboo@gmail.com if you have questions or comments or anime recommendations or whatever. And of course, there's our various social medias, all listed at newtoweeaboo.libsyn.com/contact, and all listed there. You can follow us on any of those and keep up to date on things. And there you go. Again, that's it for we're gonna pull away from Musume for a while now that we've caught up.
We catch up just in time for the new stuff to come out, but we'll get to that soon. Just we have to wait for it to be finished.
We have to wait to be finished. Because I don't want to turn this to a thing. Hey, we're going to talk about this. Well, we could actually. We could. Just every time we come back, hey, let's talk about the last 2 episodes of Musume.
Yeah.
But
making a podcast for just 1 episode of a TV show as it comes out. Who would do something like that?
Idiots, that's who. Anyway. So next time, it'll still be October, and we'll be talking about Chargeman Ken. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
So we'll be talking about that, and hopefully that will go well. And we'll, I guess we'll see you then. But take care of yourselves. It's October now. It's now officially fall. Things are getting colder. Spooky month.
Spoopy.
Don't remember to keep things the fun horror stuff, and not the real life horror stuff that you can't control. Just focus on that for a while, unless you actually have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean by that.
Some of it's unavoidable. I
Again,
gotta figure out if my new neighborhood has trick-or-treaters or not.
Yeah, that's a thing. Especially now that candy's stupid expensive.
Yeah, I need to know if I need to actually be involved in that.
Worst case scenario, you have candy.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll have to actually talk to my neighbors and figure out if it's a common thing.
No,
talking to my neighbors.
Yeah. But anyway, hope to see you next time. Keep yourself safe and all that stuff. So, bye for now.
Bye.